Oba, Horura. Loving the energy, glad you're here today. What's going on, family? It's been a while since I saw y'all and y'all got to see me. It's been about 6 or 7 months. Appreciate y'all rocking with me. If you tuned in, much love, peace, power, and light within. Today we'll be talking about the silent killer, which is electromagnetic waves / radiation. Now, we will start off by two of the main factors, which are the strongholds of producing these. These are ionizing radiation and non-ionizing radiation. Now, I will say ionizing radiation first because it has very few of radiation that you will pick up. And this is ultraviolet rays, cosmic gamma rays, and X-rays. Now, with the ultraviolet rays, this happens to be a problem for a certain human with biological settings which differentiate from the aboriginal setting, being via melanin, pigmentation. It has all type of different ways of generating cancer. For radiation itself is a problem with the electromagnetic waves of a human carrier. So it happens to distort the melanin of a being whose pigmentation differentiates from carbon-12. Now, going on to non-ionizing radiation, which is very important and is where most of this video is going to get its edge. Now, with non-ionizing radiation, this can be found in all of your household items and including mobile items such as your cell phone and laptops. So, we're going to start off with cell phones, which emit radio waves which National Cancer Institute say increases the risk of cancer. Why? Because let's, for example, say how 15 minutes you're on the phone, you will notice that it kind of heats up your face a little bit. This is the energy exchange of electromagnetic waves. For we have a electromagnetic wave ourselves. We have a natural electromagnetic wave, like the electromagnetic wave in our heart. But when generating certain amounts of heat, human meets machine. And what happens is the machine gives off a lot more heat than is accessible to the human body. And it starts to create problems. As you can see in the meme right here, after 15 minutes, the face is reddened and the cells are being damaged. Now, also there is another place where the symptoms can occur. Inside your pocket. Having the phone in your pocket, apps are still running, the phone is still running. This phone is it is trying to be a replica of the human itself with a mind. So with it always running, it is generating more and more radiation. So you know what I'm talking about. If the phone is in your pocket, get it out of your pocket and you'll be a lot better. Another form of radiation comes into the microwave. If you have a microwave in your home, it is very, very, very unsafe. I don't have a microwave for this reason. The microwave generates a very high volume of radiation, especially if you have an old microwave and it happens to open up on its own sometimes. This is a direct emitting of radiation to the human. If you ever heard that phrase, don't stand so close to the microwave, there it is. They damage cells within the body. Another one would be power lines, which produce electromagnetic fields and could be a cause of childhood leukemia. Another variation of radiation happens to come from the television, which gives off radiation. especially older box TVs, which contain a cathode ray tube. Now, they tried to convert over to the HD televisions, which I'm not really sure on the models and how bad that their tubes are in generating the radiation, but I can guarantee with everything being in high definition and in Blu-ray, it's not good for the human eyes after a while, for this is an exchange of radiation as well. So we get to another, which is very common and becoming more and more of a problem. This will be the routers and the modems. Everyone wants to be online nowadays, but not knowing that these are on daily and nightly. These are on while we're sleeping. They're still giving off the same radio waves in which harm and cause damage to our cells. Now, you might hear a lot of people that play video games be very irritated because they may be lagging. This is because the radio waves inside that router aren't as strong, so some people want more gigabytes. More gigabytes generate more radiation. So if you have a great reception in your home with your router, it will only indicate that your radio waves in your home are very high. Now, ways that we can calm down the amount of waves that the silent killer delivers is by turning things off at night. You know, we don't need these things running on and on and on throughout the day and out the night. Because like any source, just as carbon monoxide or anything that is a silent killer but definitely in the room, we can turn it off so it doesn't have such a powerful effect. Me personally, I like to turn things off at night, and therefore, you know, in the morning it's not such a, you know, it doesn't have that edge that it has throughout the day, especially when we know better. You know, there's another effect mentally because thought is everything. Now, toward the end of this video, I would like to get to the symptoms of these radiations and what they do to the human body. So we're going to start from the top down. First off, we have the brain, which causes headaches, dizziness, and nausea. Then we have the eyes, which causes pressure in and behind the eyes. Then we have the respiratory, which sinusitis is caused and bronchitis is caused, and a few others to name. Next, we have the heart, which radiation can cause chest pains or pressures. If you're having these things throughout your day and you are not sure, if you are questioning your lifestyle, please be mindful of the amount of radiation which is around you constantly. Next, we get to the bottom, which is the skin. As I said before, with the radiation that phones give off, you know, you might notice redness in your leg. It causes skin rash and itching. So we just have to be very mindful of these things because we are being affected whether we know it or not. Our bodies are very, very unique and supreme, for they have the ability to regenerate and rejuvenate from when cells have been damaged. But after a while, this stuff gets old and we get old and the body does not recuperate as it did before. So we want to stay as mindful as possible and eliminate things which are trying to eliminate us. And here's another thing, you know, a lot of people, the first thing, you know, people want to bash the system and say they're trying to kill us. I mean, of course, we know, yes, they're trying to kill us, but when we know better, we do better. So this video is for everyone that wants to know better and do better. Thank you for your time and brain power tuning in. I hope this was informative. I probably missed a few things. I've kind of just went off of the top, but I did put a lot of different, you know, pictures into the video with it, so this can be a ways to helping. So I hope that you got a understanding, and an outstanding time with your friend, your family, your brother, Oba Harura. Peace and power within.